This episode of the ResortLoop.com podcast is brought to you by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Joffrey's is proud to be the official specialty coffee of Disney. Enjoy drinks and pastries at Joffrey's kiosks throughout the parks and check out the Disney Specialty Coffee Collection only at Joffreys.com.
This is Seeker.
This is Fish Sean Wu.
And G Wu.
And we're here on Dinosaur at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And you're getting ready to listen to the next episode of the Resort Loop podcast with Tim and Bob.
Or Bob and Tim. Roll them.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call, and the doors will be closing soon.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
And right now I really wish I was on Dinosaur.
Absolutely. I love Dinosaur. That's one of my favorite rides in Animal Kingdom.
I love the whole setup, the industrial kind of look as you're entering, going down the steps into where the queuing area is, getting on the ride.
Great queue. Another ride with a great queue.
And Felicia Rashad.
And now G Wu.
How
about that?
Taking us to the next century and beyond.
I was a little concerned. We hadn't heard from Ji Woo in a while.
It's been a while.
I thought maybe she had, she had risen so high in the in the internet, being the internet sensation that she is.
That's true.
That she'd forgotten about us.
Internet Disney princesshood.
She is. She's wonderful. I got to meet her.
I know you did.
I have her autograph.
Awesome.
I do.
Nice.
I'm very excited about that. So, thank you, Sean and Ji Woo, for that wonderful show open. Appreciate that.
Anybody out there wants to send in an open, we'll take it.
How do they do that?
You can call it in at area code 414
WDW
Loop.
Or how else, mister?
Just email
what if
it.
They don't have
show.
a phone.
They have computers, and everyone has a phone.
They have a computer, but no phone.
This isn't even like a cell phone I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the old rotary phone at your grandma's house on the wall. If you're at the 50s Primetime Cafe and you see a phone, you can use that phone.
No, you can't.
Oh, they don't let you use
There's
it?
no touch tone. Can you, or you just dial it?
Dial.
Really?
Oh.
How does that work?
I don't even know what a dial is.
You don't have like a menu?
A menu?
If you want to leave a message.
It's for a restaurant. I've not called the number in so long, I should probably call it. But you will hear my princely voice.
How else can they do? Send us.
Just email it in. Tim or Bob at ResortLoop.com. Whatever, we'll get it.
I plan on emailing this show in today. I'm just telling you. A little tired after the long Labor Day weekend. I didn't get to sneak in any extra days off.
Were you going to try to?
Obviously. Always. What are you talking about? Oh, my goodness. Anyway, Tim, what are we going to talk about today?
I think we're going to talk about a problem some people might have. Good friend of mine, going back to the third grade.
Oh, my goodness.
I know, so we're talking old school. School was in black and white then.
Wow.
He drops me a line, and Bobby's actually our legal consultant also, by the way.
Yes, that is
so
true. I know.
We need paperwork done.
I get a lot of letters from him.
That's right. C&D, as I call them. Cease and desist.
Stop doing that.
Never mind. I was going to say something totally maybe inappropriate. But he drops me a line. I figured we could talk about this on the show. Maybe get some input from the listeners. I think Mr. Woosley might be important in this little discussion.
Oh, absolutely.
Possibly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I just want to throw it out there. I think it's a good topic. Sends me a note. He goes, "Hey, Tim, we're thinking of going down to Disney and Legoland in early October. If you move quickly," I paraphrase there a little bit, "and are organized, how many Disney parks can you visit in one day with a park hopper?" He goes, 3?
Well, absolutely 3.
You can do 3.
You can do all 4.
Right.
It's all going to depend on what you're looking at doing. Obviously, you're just looking at riding signature rides.
Right, and let me tell you, let's get a little background here.
All right.
Just so you know.
All right.
Once again, it's early October, and they're taking their son, who will just be turning 8 that week.
Okay.
So these are the logistics he's dealing with. And he's going to have a car.
All right, very good.
So
that's important.
One thing I told him, you're going to want a car if you're going to try to do more than one park in a day.
If you're doing park hoppers, absolutely.
You don't want to be dependent on the Walt Disney World bus system for anything quick.
No. Or the boat going from Epcot to the studios. That's going to be a slow ride.
Yeah, that's more for ambiance.
Now, if you're going from studio to Epcot, it's a slow boat to China. See what I did
Oh,
there?
I did. Oh, good Lord.
Anyway.
I'm going to have him draft another letter.
Because, never mind. You got to have a car. He's 8 years old. He's got an 8-year-old.
Just turned 8.
He's willing to drop that kind of cash. We're paying him too much.
We are. We have paid him so much for his advice and his
3
hard work
park
for us.
hoppers. Wow. I like...
and their hotel. They're going to be
Yes.
staying at the Lake Buena Vista Village. Or the Lake Buena
okay.
Vista over there.
All right. So, kind of on property.
Kind of on property. They're in the
But,
area.
Yeah. Again, I would not... I mean, he can walk down to downtown Disney, so that's, but that's out of the picture.
Right.
You can only hit the signature rides. That's all you can do when you're park hopping and trying to get them all in one day.
You're going to have to think about, are the signature rides going to appeal to the 8-year-old? Because I'm guessing they're doing this trip for the 8-year-old also.
Right.
Mainly for the 8-year-old.
Right. So really, let's start with the Animal Kingdom. Do you really want to do Animal Kingdom when you're going to hit like Fishon Wu and Jiwoo, Dinosaur, and maybe Expedition Everest if his son likes roller coasters, Expedition Everest, and then you're done.
Right, you have those 2 done.
Yeah, you're going to struggle with an 8-year-old boy watching Finding Nemo the musical.
What about the Lion King, though? The Lion King show.
Going to struggle with that too.
You
My son, he wants to ride rides. When he goes down there, my wife forces us to watch the shows.
She forces you. That would explain the zip ties in the bag you carry around the park.
We do get some strange looks from security at bag check, but yeah, I mean, he just wants to get on rides and ride. So you could do Animal Kingdom, be there at rope drop 9 o'clock, unless, and again, it depends on who's got the early entry and the late, the extra magic hours. But he can't even take advantage of those because he's staying off property.
Right, now here's his current plan. I'm guessing he'll reassess once we maybe talk about it, and he'll think about what we're going to say here. The current plan is to go to the Animal Kingdom from open to about noon.
Yeah.
And then Epcot in the afternoon and Magic Kingdom in the evening.
So he's skipping the studios.
He's ruled out the studios.
So his son must not be a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, there's not that much to do with Star Wars there. I mean, there's just a couple things, but...
Well,
8
Star
years old.
Tours.
Hey, you got to cut him off somewhere. He's got 1 day.
He might have a high metachlorian count. You don't know.
True.
He's a... Anyway, so no Rock and Roller Coaster, no Tower of Terror.
8.
He's 8. I know, but I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
If
saying.
he was smart, he probably told him the studios doesn't even exist.
Oh, you got Toy Story.
Isn't that the best way to do it?
Mania. You got the Great Movie Ride.
Oh, I'm sure he's not seen all those movies.
He probably hasn't seen any of those movies.
The only thing that probably occurred to him to maybe be interested in the studios is going to be Toy Story Mania.
Yeah, okay.
And maybe
all right.
maybe Star Tours.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you because this is insane. It's not insane. I'm just
Why are
kidding.
we both wearing red shirts today? That's a little odd.
It is very odd. And denim. Oh my gosh, we look like twins.
Anyway.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito twins, not the actual twin.
Why do I got to be Danny DeVito? That is just, come on.
We look like the Minnesota twins.
Anyway.
No. So let's start this off. Would you start with the Animal Kingdom? Would you get that out of the way?
I got to be honest with you. I would if you're going to skip the signature rides of Hollywood Studios, if you're just going to bypass those, and you're going to then, I don't know, as you'd even want to go to Animal Kingdom. I think you just should bounce between Epcot and Magic Kingdom.
I'm thinking for the 1 day, how much stuff at Epcot would you want to do? I'm thinking you're going to go in. Mm-hmm. You're going to want to do Soarin'.
Soarin', absolutely.
Maybe the land boat ride there. Maybe if there's a short line. Well, I mean, since you're there.
Well, again, I think an 8-year-old's going to get bored on that.
That could be, but it's relatively short. If there's no line.
You can forget about Test Track unless you have fast passes.
Well, I don't even think you're going to that side. You're not even going to that side of Future World at this point.
Yeah.
I'd walk out of there. I'd go to see Nemo.
Okay.
I'd go over to the Living Seas, if that's what it's still called.
You're done. You're done.
You're going to see maybe the Nemo. Well, maybe Crush.
Spaceship Earth.
Crush would be good.
Got to do Spaceship Earth.
The Imagination Pavilion. I find that kind of scary now. I don't see the. I don't know. Of course, it won't be a line.
Yeah,
it's going to be October. There's not going to be any line.
Right.
And then do Spaceship Earth on the way out. And then I'm done. I'm done in Epcot with an 8-year-old if I have to hit 2 other parks.
Yeah. I would. I got to be honest. I would go the studios and Magic Kingdom before I'd go Epcot and Animal Kingdom.
Here's the tough part: if you do Animal Kingdom first,
all right,
and then you go to Epcot, by that point you're going to be hungry for some kind of lunch. What are you going to get that's quick while you're en route getting ready to head back over to the Magic Kingdom? Electric Umbrella, maybe.
Maybe
you got Sunshine Seasons right there, though. You could do Sunshine Seasons. Get some.
You know what you could do? This is here. You could do that if you're going to do just those 2 things in Epcot, 2 or 3 things in Epcot. You're going to be done by 10. If you're there at Rope Drop 9,
Rope Drop,
well, you're going to be done by 11. I'm hopping the monorail. You don't want to leave the car there though.
No, you're going to need the car.
I'm driving over, parking the car over at Magic Kingdom, and then going into either the Poly or Contemporary. Not the Contemporary. I'd go either the Poly or Grand Floridian. Go to quick service. Go to Captain Cook's or what is that, Gasparella's or whatever it is.
Oh, at the Grand Floridian.
Over at Grand Floridian, because you don't want to do Contemporary, because that's the first stop on the Resort Loop from the Magic Kingdom. Now you got to go the entire Resort Loop to get back to the Magic Kingdom. Whereas you go to Grand Floridian, you have your lunch, you hop on the monorail, boom, you're at the Magic Kingdom.
That almost sounds illegal.
Nice and quick.
But you do have one day.
You only got the day.
You only got the day.
Just saying.
I kind of like that Woosley plan for the Magic Kingdom first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I think you got to do Magic Kingdom first thing.
You can. I mean, Sean knows. If you listen to our show, you can knock an awful lot out in the Magic Kingdom in the morning. And that's even without the Fast Pass.
Absolutely.
And save your Fast Passes maybe for Epcot or the Animal Kingdom later that afternoon.
He's dead on that. Listen to one of our older shows that Sean gave us the Commando version of running through Magic Kingdom, starting with rope drop. You got to be there at rope drop, and do his Commando version of touring of Magic Kingdom. It works. I did it the last time I was there. Went immediately to Peter Pan, rode Peter Pan. Then we shot over to Haunted Mansion. We didn't do Dumbo and some of the things. We skipped a few of the things because my kids are a little bit older.
Right.
And we did knock almost everything out, the big ones, before noon. So, follow Sean's Commando-style touring for Magic Kingdom. I think you got to go Magic Kingdom first.
That's my thing. I'm wondering if maybe they want to be in the Magic Kingdom for, parade and fireworks. Maybe
I think you go back.
You could go back.
I think you go back. We did that. We went back that evening. So we hit Magic Kingdom in the morning. We went over to Epcot, the studios, and then back to Magic Kingdom in the evening, and rode Splash Mountain at night.
So in this one-day sojourn,
yeah,
what do you do as far as Fast Passes? You get them in a different park in the afternoon? Do you maybe save them for the Magic Kingdom in the evening for if you do go back? Because you can only get them in one park one day, right? You can't make them in Epcot then go to the Magic Kingdom.
Well, here's the way they've got it factored. Yeah, you're only making them for one park, the initial 3. Once those are used up, now you got to go to a kiosk,
right,
to get the Fast Pass. I don't know if it's worth it to go to the kiosk to get a Fast Pass, and especially in October. I don't know if he's going to have to worry too much about.
That's true.
Other than
October's a great time to go.
Yeah,
early October.
Other than Test Track, which is always difficult to get on, and over at the studios, Toy Story Mania. Those are the only 2 that are just really tough to get on.
Right.
And you really got to have, and Soarin', yeah.
But the thing helping them out there is going to be the time of year they're there.
Absolutely. I don't know if you want to be in Epcot in the evening with Epcot Food and Wine going.
That's true. I kind of ruled World Showcase out altogether for them.
And depending on the day, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
That's true.
They're going to kick you out at 7.
That's true. I wonder if that day I don't have an exact day. I just have early October.
Yeah.
That's going to be something that I'm going to have to make sure they're aware
So
of.
that's another thing you got to factor in. I don't know. But he's only going for one day, and then he's going down to Legoland. So
Right.
You can't even say, like, go to one park on one day and then go to Magic Kingdom just for Mickey's Not So Scary, because you still get to ride some of the rides, and not to mention getting all that candy.
Yeah, no, I've not been to Legoland. Does Legoland close early? Are they open?
You know what? I don't know. It's
I was going to say, because I didn't think it was open terribly late, because I don't think they have any kind of nighttime shows or anything.
yeah. He's got to go to Legoland for his 8-year-old, though.
Oh,
That's the perfect age for Legoland.
So I'm thinking if Legoland closes at 4 or 5, you can hit the party.
Yeah, it's a haul
the
to
next
get
day.
back.
Yeah. It's closer than Ohio.
That is
or for him,
close.
Kentucky. Yeah, exactly.
It is closer. Yeah, it's not too bad, but yeah, that's not a bad idea though. Hitting Legoland early and then coming back and doing Mickey's Not So Scary in the evening.
Yeah, if it's scheduled that way, that would work out really well.
Right. I think it's going to save him a lot of time with the car.
Oh, absolutely.
But so here's what I would do if I were him with an 8-year-old. I would hit Magic Kingdom rope drop, do Woozley's commando style approach,
Right.
get all that stuff taken care of. Then I would hop in the car, drive over to Epcot, hit Epcot, maybe have dinner in Epcot for, he's going to be there with the wife.
Right.
The wife's going to
Yeah.
want something nice.
She
Go to
will.
World Showcase for dinner. I still like going over to the studios, but if he wants to, but then he wants to do Animal Kingdom. So I'd go Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, back to Magic Kingdom.
Okay, because Animal Kingdom's more likely is going to close early.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, but I will say they'll have it's going to be cooler
It's going to be much cooler.
than June or July or August there.
Right.
And also, we'll say he's going in planning. He wants to be organized. He goes,
Right.
we go in with the right frame of mind and organized, can we do the 3 parks? And trust me, he's in the organization, so he'll be all set.
Yeah. Follow Woozley's plan going into Magic Kingdom. Do that first. Then hit Animal Kingdom because it's going to close early. Shoot over to Epcot. Do Epcot. Have a nice dinner at Epcot. And then go back to Magic Kingdom for fireworks in the evening.
I love it.
That's what I would do.
He might need a tour guide. I might need to show up.
You might have to go with him.
I would just slow him down, I have a feeling.
They're going to be going.
That's right.
I've done it. I've done all 4 parks in a day, and it's exhausting, but it can be done, and you can hit most of the signature rides doing it. But you got to have, that's the thing, he's not going to have the extra magic hours, which is going to limit him a little bit.
Right.
So, but there is that. How would you go? Would you go the same way? What do you think?
I would definitely go with the Woozley plan at the Magic Kingdom. Tried and true, proven. From there, I like Epcot.
Okay.
Hit Soarin', maybe have your lunch there.
Okay.
Maybe we want to. No, I'm not. Although you do want to get the Animal Kingdom because he's dead set on hitting the Animal Kingdom. So maybe I would go to the Animal Kingdom, then back to Epcot.
Yeah, I think you have to because I know an 8-year-old in Magic Kingdom. As much as you think you're going to hit everything, boom, 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 and get out, they're going to be like, "Oh, let's go over here. Let's go check this out. Can I go over here?"
And you can't underestimate, what the family wants to do when they actually get there.
Right.
It might just be a Magic Kingdom day if they start in the Magic Kingdom.
Very, very well could be.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. You could do the sorcerer, the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, or whatever they're calling that. I can't remember.
What
now.
kid doesn't love running around Tom Sawyer Island? Get away from some crowds, just set them loose.
Yep. Yeah, my 14-year-old son, when we were down there in February, we went to Magic Kingdom thinking we're going to do the Woozley plan, get in and out, and we ended up not getting out of there until 5 o'clock.
Right.
I said, well, buddy, we don't have a whole lot of time to go to any of the other parks. But that's just the way it was, He enjoyed, we did go over to Tom Sawyer Island and enjoyed that, and it's just fun.
Exactly.
So, and nothing wrong with just going to one park.
And sometimes the one park can involve, hopping on the monorail, going to the Polynesian, getting some lunch there, and then just going back to the park.
Right.
Just a little getaway.
Right. However, if you're going to do that, don't buy the park hopper.
Well, that's true.
Because, again, you're leaving money on the table at that point.
And that's a lot of money on the table for one day.
A lot of money on the table. We have broached that subject in the past.
We've been known to mention it.
So I'm hoping that helps him out. I'm hoping that helps most of Looper Nation out, that if you're just going down for a day or shooting over from maybe someplace else in Florida, it's your first time in a while, or maybe you're doing a vacation in Clearwater or something, and you say, hey, we're going to go over just for the day.
Exactly. On the Facebook posts for the show, I'd love for everybody to leave their comments what they would do, because he's going to read those comments and he'll see what's everyone else out there think you should do for that one day with the one park hopper.
There you go.
Somebody else might be thinking about this a whole different way, although I think Mr. Woosley might be on board with this.
Absolutely.
Since we're following the Woosley method.
Absolutely. We started with him, and we're going to finish with him.
What's that mean?
Well, we started the show with
today
Fish on Woo. And
I thought maybe we were going to take him out.
No, come on.
He was just sleeping with the fishies, that Fish on Woo.
Wow.
We got brutal.
Wow. He's still catching those big monster fish, too.
Isn't he, though? That's awesome.
Oh, my gosh. So, Tim,
yes,
that
Bob.
is all I've got.
Oh, Bob, thank you very much. I know my friend Bill and his family is really going to appreciate the show.
Wait, this was for Bill?
Bill!
Oh.
Not that Bill.
Oh, the other one.
The other one.
The good one. The good one.
The way good one.
Okay.
The way good one. Everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter at ResortLoopTim, on Facebook for now at Tim Resort Scott, and on the website, ResortLoop.com.
I'm Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. I have no idea what I am on Facebook anymore.
Zuckerberg's coming after him.
And rate us on iTunes. We love those ratings and the comments over there. And where else can they listen, Tim?
You can always find us on the Stitcher. Everybody, thanks for joining us. This has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
If fall fits the bill, you may want to plan your trip around the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. You'll love tasting your way around the world with food and wine samples from over 25 countries, available for purchase. Plus, you'll catch some great live bands every night during the festival, which runs from late September through mid-November.